Hey everybody, welcome back to Basin RC. If you're new here, thank you guys for tuning in and watching some of our videos. We got plenty more in the playlist and plenty more to come. Today we got our 18th scales out here today. We have a Redcat Ascent 18 with some wheels and tires. It's got 1.3 wheels with I think 72 millimeter tires. And we just went and picked up a Hobbyplus Evo Pro. It's not the brushless, but it seems to be really sweet. So I'm excited to get this out on the rocks and see how it does, and see how these Endura tires do on the rocks as well. Other than that, both of these are pretty stock, so it should be a pretty good stack up, but we'll hit the rocks and see how they compare. We're going to start this off with the Hobbyplus, and then we will hit the Redcat right after it and see which one is better on these kind of rocks. It's a little cold outside. It's 14 degrees where we're at Fahrenheit, so we'll see how these tires compare to these rocks while it's really cold, and then when it warms up we'll do another comparison and see if that changes a lot. It should, but it'll definitely be interesting to see. A little struggle right there in the beginning, but not too bad. It's kind of a loud car, but I mean it crawls really well, and it's really cool with that 2-speed transmission, so I'm not too upset about the noise. Oh, and we flipped right there. We'll go chase after it with the Redcat and see if we can make it that far. Yeah, this one's way quieter. That's a noticeable difference. The steering angle isn't quite as good either on the Redcat, but I think that can be remedied with a little bit of trimming on the axle and the knuckles, and possibly tune the remote, because it might just be a trim setting. I'll definitely have to look into it as soon as we're done. This Redcat's making quick work of these though. It's making it look like it's not even hard. See if we can climb up right next to that. Oh. I'm pretty certain it would have tipped over right there if that Hobby Wing or the Hobbyplus wasn't in the way. So we'll count that as equal so far. We're going to start off with the Redcat this time, and we're going to try to see if we can make it up this little crack with them. I might be biting off a little more than I can chew with these, but it's good to see where we can get and where it goes from there as far as tuning and more upgrades. Man, it's just not wanting to do that. We'll come up to the left and see if we can make it up that. Alright, that made it look easy. We'll try the crack with this one a couple times and see what we can do, and if not, we'll hit the same line as we just made with the Redcat. Oh man, flipped right over on that. I think that's bad driving. We'll give it one more shot. I just keep wanting to put my back tire right in that crack. Yeah, it's just not wanting to go up that. So we'll go straight up on the left and see how it does. Okay, made it pretty good on that left side. Both of these didn't want to go up on that crack, so we'll do some tuning to both of them and see if we can come back and hit it another day. Okay, we're gonna see if we can come straight at this and turn a hard left and kind of come up this little crack. Got quite the side hill going right there. Grab that front right. Oh, no. Let's give it another shot. Pick up that left front tire almost. Oh man, that was driver error on that one. Stay to the left a little more. These tires are super grippy. They just want to grab the rock and just run with it. So I think we'll try to hit it more straight of an angle. Loop around and come through this. Perfect. On to the loud one. This one doesn't want to pick up the left front near as bad. Oh, but that right front wants to stand up. Get it settled a little bit. Oh man, that just torques right up. I think we might flip it right here. Oh man. Give it another try. I think we had a lot better chance with this one on this little course. Or this little run right here over the Redcat. So we'll come a little more to the left. There it is. Flip around and come through here. Got us in a little bit of a bind right there. I think this one sits a little bit wider than the Redcat, so that was probably our issue there. But other than that, they both seem to crawl really well. Okay, we're gonna hit some more rocks with some breakovers and just have a little fun with it. There it goes. Struggled a little bit, but it ended up biting. Okay, let's try it with the Redcat. Man, this one is just so much more smooth and so much quieter. There it goes. Pops back down. Just a little suspension tuning, this thing would have it. This one might be a little too top heavy for it. Oh, it almost had it. Oh, it wants it. Come on. Oh, there it is. Those wheels look so good with that iridescent though. I'm really falling in love with this one. Okay, for the last line, we've got this cool little crack with this really big overhang. So we'll see how these ones handle it. Little side hilling to get around that. All flexed out right there. Oh, falling into that crack. Oh, it fell right into it. Okay, let's try a different approach this time. Let's go around the crack and see if we can come straight at that overhang. Oh, I think we're hung up. Oh, there it goes. And up she rolls. This overhang is probably a little too ambitious. Oh, there it goes. But it was a good thought. I bet we could try coming at it on the right side of that overhang. All right. Oh. Hung up a little bit right there and it made it right over. Sweet. Now let's try this one. This one is definitely a lot more top heavy, but in other ways it's a lot better than the Hobbyplus. Especially right there with that breakover. It made it look like it was nothing. Yeah, it didn't even grab on that overhang right there, so that's way different than that Hobbyplus. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for the crawling portion. The Hobbyplus is a really good rig, in my opinion. It definitely is a very capable rig. Has a little bit better steering angle than the Redcat, but the Redcat, I like the transmission a lot more. It's a lot quieter. It has a lot less play in it. I mean, when you start going with this or start driving this one, it has a little bit of a delay because it's trying to carry all that slop in the transmission, and then you feel it when you go back into reverse and everything. So I might look into getting a different transmission, just a single speed instead of the dual speed or the 2-speed transmission, and then that'll also save on some weight because it would be getting rid of that shift servo. But this has the 5-degree angle skid on it, but it's kind of not necessary because your links get in the way. So you need some high clearance links to make that really stand out. But other than that, the tires, they're pretty dang grippy. Everything else, the shocks are great. I do think I'm gonna tune it a little more to try to get that tire planted more instead of letting it pick up so much. And then this one as well, I've got to tune the suspension on it, probably take the springs off and do a full droop. But other than that, I'm really impressed with this. It's a really great looking rig, and I'm impressed. But if you guys are in Vernal, stop by Mountain High Power Sports and check them out. Those guys are freaking amazing. They'll take care of all your needs, and they're the nicest people you could meet. But thank you guys for watching our videos and sticking with us, and we hope to see you again.